Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I will take you for a walk in this very magnificent forest. Look at that. And I have a very special message for you. You already won. My friend, you already won. There is no reason to worry because you already won. You may be like, what does it mean? I will tell you what it means. Look, my friend, everything you ever wanted is coming to you because of you, because you already won. So everything is coming to you. Everything you ever wanted is coming to you. Everything you've been dreaming about is coming to you. Not because of certain magic or whatever, but because you deserve it. Because you deserve it. So you see, the biggest problem for most people is not that they feel they don't deserve something. They just don't find a possibility for having it. That's what is blocking them. A feeling of a need of it, right? When you actually let go of any need, you become the most magnetic because you recognize things are just finding me. Things are just appearing in my life. What I'm focusing on is my work, what I want to do, what I love to do, my job, my relationships. I'm focusing on constant growth, on constant evolution. That's where my focus is. And then everything I want just happens to me. I want to remind you to make it a belief that everything you need, everything you want, everything you've been dreaming about will just find you naturally because you know what you have to do. You know what you have to do. You wake up with clarity in your mind. You wake up with tranquility in your heart, right? And you wake up with a high frequency in your body. Well, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we don't wake up like that. But we have a goal. Are you having goals for yourself? Because when I don't have anything, like no dream, no goal, nothing to aim towards, there's just too many options. Like in previous video where we were walking outside, we've been talking why so many people may feel confused right now, because there's just so many options and it's hard to choose what to do, what to change, where to start. So we need to have a sense of direction in our lives, and currently we are in a phase of massive expansion. I've made a video about it yesterday, the upcoming full moon that's coming up on May 23rd. We may feel like we are expanding right now very, very fast. We may be learning, studying all kinds of different subjects. Is that you? You may be expanding at your work, at your job. You may be finding new things that are interesting to you. You're exploring yourself, exploring your talents, noticing your capabilities, your possibilities, all of that. But a challenge that comes with expansion is that we just, it's like an explosion. It's quite chaotic. Expansion always brings chaos to the surface. So chaos then requires clarity, so we can filter things out, like what's valuable, what is important. Like when you're reading a book, you don't just memorize everything you've read. You memorize what's important to you, what's meaningful to you, what can be used in your life, right? So make sure that as you're expanding right now, that you don't lose yourself in chaos, that you don't lose yourself in chaos. There's a lot happening right now in your life. A lot of things are happening. A lot of noises may be present in your life right now. So make sure you don't lose yourself in it. You have to have grounded roots in this planet Earth, right? It's more symbolically speaking, but it means that you wake up with clarity. You know why you're doing something. You don't just scroll on social media. You know why you're doing something. You know how you're spending and investing your time. You know You just know what you're doing. So you already won, my friend, because you have a power of choice. You won because you have a power of choice. You see, you're not just floating around like a dust. You're on because you have a choice. You can choose, okay, today I will organize myself. And I will make a plan for myself. And I will prioritize things. And I will move with clarity. You can choose how will you feel. How you're going to feel today. You can choose today, I will embody the energy of what I want to attract in my life. The thing is, you're not attracting, you're just raising your frequency, and it's like a radio. You know, right now, there are frequencies all around us. If I would plug an antenna of a device we call radio to a certain frequency, I would suddenly, receive the signal of it. I would hear music and everything. So when you're raising your frequency, you plug yourself to a certain state where you just feel happier. You just feel better about yourself. The difference is, if you choose to stay sad, you will think sad thoughts. And you will find all kinds of reasons you could stay sad. That's just how it is. It's the state in which we find reasons to be sad. But when we choose to be happier, we find reasons to be happy. We find happier thoughts. We just naturally feel gravitated towards books that will uplift us, towards people that will uplift us, or maybe towards someone we can help, and that act of help will uplift us. The act of kindness always sparks another, right? And it uplifts us. So things are like that only happen because we have a choice. So you won because you have a choice. And once you understand that, you will never waste another choice. You will not waste another choice. You can choose to rest. You can choose to chill. You can choose to sleep. You can choose to do whatever. But make sure that you do it because you've chosen it. You don't do things because somebody else told you you have to do it without thinking about it, right? Don't do things because other people told you you have to do it without thinking about it. You have a choice, my friend. That's why you are a winner, because you have a choice. You can choose any kind of a life you want to live because you have a choice. Then, if you know that you can choose how you want to feel, you will not be a victim of your own emotions anymore. You will not be lost in programs anymore. It's called emotional regulation, right? Where we actually choose how we will feel. And of course we lose it sometimes. We lose it, like we fall into a victimhood mentality. We feel sad, we feel stressed, it's okay. But you know that if you have the right tools, you will get yourself back up, right? You will get yourself back up. And you will raise your mood. You will raise your mood, my friend. So, the goal is to live a life where you have no need for anything because everything is already being provided to you. This is a very powerful state you can embody. You have no need because everything you need is already being provided to you. It makes you very, very present because you look around and you ask yourself, what do I already have that I could not just appreciate but also use to build a life that's very interesting to me. That's an act towards expansion in the direction of your dream, right? This is what it means to be present. To be present doesn't mean just to meditate and do nothing and be in quietness. Sometimes it can be. It means that you notice what is being presented to you right at this moment, and you can use it as bricks to build a new life. That's what you can do. But you need to be creative so you can see bricks or potential in bricks to build a house. You have to be creative about that, right? And to be creative, you can't be under stress. You can't be under stress, so you need to know how to regulate yourself. And if you want to know how to regulate yourself, you need to come across tools that will help you with that. Some may use sound, some may use meditation, some may use information like reading books or listening podcasts or any of that. But even those things are external, and when you're without them, you're still helpless. So you need to recognize that it's all in your power. Already you have everything within you. That's why in ancient wisdom teachings, they said all answers are within you, which means that you have access to any answer when you know how to tap into it. When you can slow down like this, like here at this wonderful place, and you don't think about your problems. You can observe what is surrounding you. You can kind of get lost in beauty or whatever. And then you go beyond that. You recognize that you exist here. You exist here in this forest. You see, as long as you're perceiving, your brain is interpreting everything around you. So you're not present. You're actually in the past. Because when brain perceives what you're looking at, what you're looking at has already changed. But then brain is making a sense out of what you're looking at, and in all these tiny seconds that all of this calculating is happening in your brain, your environment could change. So you're constantly looking into what was, not what is. So to be present is not to observe what's happening, it's to be aware of your beingness. To be aware of your beingness, that's when you become really present. And it can only happen if you can quiet down your thinking brain. And to quiet down your thinking brain means that you have to slow down your breathing. Breath is life. When you slow it down, you expand the awareness of life. Faster the breathing, shorter the awareness. Slower the breathing, bigger the awareness. That's the power of slow motion. You just see more details, right? In slow breathing, you notice more details. Your mental chatter becomes quieter. And now you become aware of how you actually feel. And feeling is a frequency, and frequency is carrying information. So whatever you feel, that feeling is carrying certain thoughts. But you need to recognize, are you being aware of what you're feeling, or are you lost in a program of thinking? This is a big difference because listen to this. When you pay attention to a feeling and kind of study it with curiosity of the heart, like studying it with a curiosity, why this is present, it kind of happens like your intuition would give you an insight. It's really nothing mystical. It's just an information that was stored in that part of the body and you never paid attention to it. So you've been kind of ignoring it, and that's why it was bothering you. Right? There was a wisdom stuck somewhere in your body and you've been ignoring it because you had no idea what to do with it, and that's why it was bothering you. So now when you slow down your breathing, you paid attention to what is bothering you, you didn't analyze it through your thinking brain, you were like curious about it. You brought some compassion to it, like, what's wrong? Like you would see someone who's hurting, what's wrong? What's happening? Can I help you? You have a same approach towards yourself. And that's where your body starts revealing answers to you. and you come across revelation. Whoa, you come across revelation, right? That's what it means. You already won because you have this power. You see, the world told you that you're powerless, that you need all kinds of different things and pills and technology and everything so you can be powerful. Sure, nothing wrong with that and everything can be useful, but it doesn't mean that you don't already possess everything. You see, if you study technology or how the internet works or how computer works, it's just a copy of how we work, how nature, like internet works same way as root systems beneath the ground, beneath the surface. You see, Nikola Tesla found out that the fastest way to send a signal, a wireless signal, is through the earth. This is the natural Wi-Fi system. Through the earth, information is traveling. Through you, through nature, through everything. So you really don't need much if you know how to plug to this very wise system. Then look at the computers. They work same way as your brain. Who think that created them, right? Well, someone who has been studying neuroscience. So when you're looking for a teacher, look at the nature and you will learn the most. But you need to know how to look at it. Don't just see colors. Don't just see forms. See how it is functioning. Like some time ago, I was talking about a bird. I was outside, I went for a walk, and I saw a bird that's fighting with the wind. Like he was trying so hard to fly, but you know, he was moving its wings very, very hard, suffering, and was not moving at all. What was happening? Well, he was trying to fly against the stream until he got so tired that he needed to go to the ground, rest a little bit, and then he get back up and tried it again and suffered. So that's what we are doing, right? And then we say hard work is everything. Like you just have to push, even though you're pushing against the stream. But then he learned a lesson. So what he did, he turned into the opposite direction and the wind actually took him and he made a huge swing, and then the wind took him into a wanting direction. There's wisdom in nature, right? Everything is circulating. So rather than trying to fly against the stream, he turned around and the stream took him into the wanting direction. This is wisdom in nature, my friends. When you're pushing too hard into the direction that just doesn't work, well, maybe you should just turn around and the stream will take you to where you belong. That's what it means. You already won, because nature takes care of you. Nature is taking care of you. Nature wants you to win in life, because that's when you're celebrating yourself the most, and when you're celebrating yourself, life is celebrating you. That's it. When you're suffering, life is suffering through you. When you're sad, you're actually lowering down the collective consciousness. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be sad. It just means you shouldn't feel bad because you're sad. We all are going through something here and there, but it's a question of how long will we pretend that everything is okay, because we're just postponing the healing. Well, you don't also need to do the healing all the time. You see, it's moderation and always finding the middle way. Be more playful in your life. Like, really, be more playful, really. Because you will notice, well, even though this thing is not working well, I can still allow myself to enjoy something else. And maybe it will just take care of itself, right? It's simple as that. I have no money. Oh, yeah, I will do something else. And maybe that thing will take care of itself. And maybe when I will be doing something else, I will get an idea for how can I resolve that. That's what I'm doing all the time. When I don't know how to resolve something, I will do something else. And usually idea just hits me to take care of that. But we also need to understand life is so vast. So don't try to figure out everything today or tomorrow or the next week. But look at everything from the big picture. Once again, right now we are in a phase like we'll have a full moon in Sagittarius ruled by the planet Jupiter. And that energy is very unique because it's helping us to see the big picture. To see that things on a long term always work out. That's what it means that you've already won, because things on a long term always work out. On the microcosmos, everything looks like a big, great order. While on the microcosmos, sometimes it looks like there's just a huge chaos. So don't be misled. Just because you think your life is falling apart, you just need to see the big picture. And you will see that your life is just reorganizing a new order that will be more sustainable for you and all your needs. Okay? Yeah, that's how it works. That's life, my friend. So, I will leave you here. I hope you found a great value today. We had a great fun. So, before we finish this, I also want to remind you that you got this. And as I said, all your needs will be met. And until then, focus on what you already have, because that will create your needs, right? That will create your needs. If you feel like you have nothing, then it means that you're not seeing what you already have. So focus on what you have and try to see the value in it and use it for something good. My friend, thanks to everyone for supporting my art in our store, AttractPassion.com, and our Etsy store, I Draw My Passion. You can find all of my paintings there, prints of my art, some of the original paintings. Thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community, where you can find some exclusive content, some practical guidance, and community chat. You can join us there. Thank you so much. And to anyone who would love to work with me one-on-one, I'm also offering coaching, so you can get it on the link in the description of this video. Check it out, and if you feel like you would like to get your journey to the whole new level, go and check it out. Till next time, one love.